Good evening. This is Project Burstry, log 4. And this log I will be documenting Project Dream Journal. For many years I've always wanted to tell a story, most best in animation, but today I've come to realize that animation takes a lot of time. And then I moved on to novels. I would see often that most stories that were adapted and turned into movies were through novels. So yeah, I stopped animation. I did a small animation, but it took a really long time, and I was the only one who made it, and it was not the greatest thing in the world. Even looking back at it, it was not the greatest thing. It was called Bard and King, and the animation took a long time, and I could only express 2 minutes of 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 a part of a story. So, and novels, I made several novels of the same story again and again, and they did not turn very good until I found a medium that was visual and not and does not necessarily need any written input, and that was comics. It's not like making a novel, which was all words. And I couldn't. It's very hard to express my story in words, and it was not like animation, which will take forever by doing it frame by frame. No, this was panel by panel in making it in spreads, and it was perhaps a very good medium for me to use. So Project Dream Journal is my very first complete comic. But it's essentially just a bunch of small comics all meshed into two parts. And I have to say, it's, again, with most of my projects, they're not perfect, but it's complete. I finished it, and it took me roughly less than a year to complete. And if I could complete that, it was around 78 pages. That's barely less than 50 spreads. So Project Dream Journal is one of my first one of my first comics that I will ever make. And it's it was an eye opener for me because now I have found a medium that I can work with, and a medium that works with me. And this will not be my first and last. No, I have a next comic that I'm making. After that, I'm going to do a comic that I've always wanted to make for a very long time. But for now, this is the Project Dream Journal. And this is the first time I've ever done something in line with my core passion and completed it. And it has driven me to improve my digital art. I have actually kind of abandoned digital art for some time, and now that I'm back into it, I've seen improvements in my art because of doing this dream journal, and I'm seeing a bright light at the end of the tunnel. You know, I have faith in my art again, and this is all cool and good. So yeah, this is Project Dream Journal, and it's literally making my dreams come true. This channel was made because of that. I was able to do these things because of that. So this Project Dream Journal is kind of it's a slap in the face for me that said
I can do it, and I can improve much better.
so. This is documentation for Project Dream Journal. And goodbye.